You're listening to Business Podcasting Made Easy, the TV talk show formula where you get a roadmap to elevate your authority and expand your visibility for the TV talk show that you're proud of. And you're listening on the IBGR radio network. This is episode 11. Today, we're talking about consciously choose your future audience based on your purpose and your passion. Welcome to the show. I'm Donna Cundy, co-founder of the IBGR Network, global radio authority and podcast expert, and producer of over 14,000 podcasts.
And I'm Declan Oseguera, a TV producer and international TV talk show host. And my TV talk show formula has impacted over 100,000 lives globally and gives business owners and entrepreneurs a simple way to be seen and heard with their own purpose-driven message. And we are your hosts for this 13-week journey. And if you want to easily follow the plan, go to tvtalkshowformula.com. And if you want direct live support from us for your TV talk show, then contact us today at tvtalkshowformula.info.
Indeed.
Yay.
Yay. So we're getting specific now, not vaguely specific anymore, not wish list specific. And to introduce this episode,
I have to read it.
Yes, go.
To finish what Donna was going to say is to finish this week's introduction, which we love to do quotes. I cut her off. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't mind.
It's just that this quote is so simple, but so powerful for me personally in my transformation process through my life. And it's from Lily Tomlin. And she says, "I always wanted to be somebody, but now I realize I should have been more specific."
And so why is this one so important to you?
Because this is, as we've been speaking about, being less vague and more specific, right? Mm-hmm. In the metaphysical world, we talk about thoughts become things, right? Our intentions, what we think about, what we say manifests. Right. And if we're talking about your ideal audience, then this is why it's so important to be specific and not vague, because if you're not clear about who you want and who you're here to serve, then you will get a bunch of we're not sures. But when you become that clear and you say, these are the people, these are the somebodies that I'm here to serve, that is who will start to show up for you. And so it's true for your personal life about anything you're working on. It's true for your show, for your TV talk show. It's true for a podcast. It's true for a book. It's true for everything that you do. The more specific you can be about what you want, who it's for, the more that is what shows up for you. So that's why I love this one so much.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I think it's important in becoming a person worth watching to choose your primary audience now, because if you try to speak to everyone, you actually connect with no one. And we've said this over and over and over again. But I want to throw in an example here of how I work with our hosts, because we do seasons. Every quarter is a season with our podcast. It's 13 weeks, 52 episodes. And so I have a specific, I have several of them, but I'll give you a specific example with Jeremy, who does practical solutions to difficult problems. And he's got another podcast called The Geriatric Entrepreneur, and they weave together pretty well. And I said, Jeremy, for The Geriatric Entrepreneur, who is your ideal listener? And he said startups, and not just startups, but second act startups. So maybe a corporate executive who now wants to get into the consulting space, or a retiree who wants to start a business. That's who he wants to work with. And I said, that's fantastic. And he did a couple of seasons of that for startups. And then it dawned on me. I said, well, really the geriatric entrepreneur can take you through all 3 stages of business growth. You could be talking to middle stage business owners who want to get to retirement. You can talk to the business owner who's been doing it for 30, 40 years and wants to retire, wants to have the rest of their life instead of just dying with their business. And so really the geriatric entrepreneur can speak to more different people, but each season has to be one specific message. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. I think that was really good advice that you gave, Mr. Jeremy. And that allows it, and those are technically they're different target audiences, right? They're at these different stages. And so it allows him with his expertise to reach a variety of target audiences. which I know we're going to talk about here at some point as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about it now because you can have a secondary. I knew it was in here somewhere. A secondary audience. You can have, like the example that Donna just gave, that was 3 different target audiences. However, what's important is you have to start with the one, right? So he did a couple of seasons with a very specific focus, and then he was able to broaden it. But if he tried to reach all 3 types of people in that one season, it would have really been all over the place, and people would not pay attention because it's like, who is this for? I'm not at that stage yet. Wait, what? I'm not ready to retire. I'm just starting up, right? It's confusing. So that's why it's important to choose the one primary audience, get to know and understand their specific struggles, their aspirations, and this is going to give you the language that you need to be able to speak to them and to describe who they are. And they're going to be able to connect with you in your heart and everything that you're doing, more than how you look, the visual appearance that we talked about in earlier episodes.
Yeah. Maya Angelou, wasn't it? Didn't people don't care what you say? I should never go off script.
It's something like they remember how you made them feel.
Yeah, that one.
They don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel.
Exactly.
Something like this, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing here. It's that connection through the heart.
Yeah.
So make sure you subscribe to the show at tvtalkshowformula.com, because we're going to go deeper into this and other topics along the way. And if you want support from us for your TV talk show, contact us at tvtalkshowformula.info. There's a lot of mindset work we've done up to this point. Sometimes it helps to have a mentor along the way or someone to hold a mirror up when you're getting into this point of choosing someone and not just anyone. Into this whole thing. So
Definitely.
Do you want to get us into what we need to do?
Yes. So in the previous episode, we invited you to make your list, right, of the types of people, who would you work with for free? But we know, of course, we want them to be able to pay. So this is the right. Exactly. We want you to look at that bucket, right? And allow them to introduce themselves to you. What are they like? So we're asking you to take this to a deeper level. And this is, again, we've talked about the theater of the mind. So we're inviting you to really kind of go into the theater of your mind and imagine that you're having a conversation with just one person from that bucket. What are they like? Who are they? Allow them to tell you about themselves, their likes, their aspirations, their hopes, their dreams, their struggles, right? And you'll be surprised how much information can come to you when you just detach from so-called reality, allow yourself to go into that theater of your mind and listen. It's really a really, really fun practice. So you want to record everything down, write everything down that this person is saying to you, as if you were, speaking to this person in real life, right? Anything else to say about that?
Well, and lately the Chat GPT AI has been kind of blowing our mind. People go in and out and back and forth with that. But once you go into the theater of your mind and you kind of get this idea of what it is, if you wanted to, if you have access to Chat GPT, maybe put it in there and say, who is this person? Give me as much detail as you can, and just use it as a launching pad, as a starting point. Might be kind of fun to do. We've been having fun with it.
You might kind of blow your mind. And it what it says gives you a chance to say, that's not right, or oh my gosh, it said it even better than I could have said it, right? So you're gonna, it's not necessarily the truth what comes out of it, but it can really guide you to creating your truth for creating this target viewer, target audience.
A good first draft.
Yes, for sure.
What do we want them to do?
Okay, so once you've created and given more life to this ideal viewer, we want you to make a 3-minute video. This is a little different exercise than the videos we've made before, because
we didn't say short before. Now it was always short before. Now it's a specific 3 minutes.
Right, which might seem like forever if you're not used to making videos, but now we're getting close to kicking you out of the nest here into making videos. Get your wings going here.
Right. But if you ever
Right.
want direct live support.
Right. This might be when you go to tvtalkshowformula.info. So you're going to make a video. You can do this. We know you can. This is why we did all the mindset work with you first. And you're going to speak to just one problem that your primary future audience struggles with. So there will be many things that they might need help with, right? So you just pick one and make this video speaking about what your unique perspective and solution would be. And we dun, 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 we want you to share this on social media and notice who starts to respond or engages, right? Whether it's a like, anything, even be that they're angry or they're laughing at it. It doesn't matter what they do, right? Or if there's, especially if there's comments, we want you just to start paying attention to what the message is, how that message was being received.
You just recently moved to Portugal, and
Yes.
so you're basically starting all over again.
Yes,
with
very much so.
This ideal audience. And do you want to talk about this idea of a short video that you used in your program, and how, this is showing up on your socials?
So I do tons of short videos. In fact, I was making one right before we started recording here today. And literally these are 1 minute and 30-second videos because they're reels, right? Sometimes I do up to 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, but these are all short videos. And what I'm doing is I'm talking about my experience of being here in Portugal. And I'm making videos talking about a different project that I'm working on mostly right now. And this is all exactly what we're showing you how to do. I'm creating a whole new audience around a different topic area that I love to talk and teach about. And so I'm using these videos to, people see that I'm here, they see that I've made this huge leap from living in San Diego to living in Portugal all of a sudden, creating this entire new life. And it's creating a lot of curiosity, and people want to know, well, how did you do that? What led to that? And so these are talking about metaphysical stuff and tools that I'm using around quantum leaping and transformation and all this stuff, right? So, but the point here is that these videos are the gateway for me to see, well, who's paying attention and who's listening and who cares about this? And I put them on Facebook, I put them on LinkedIn, but when I put them on Instagram, a really interesting happened over there. These are in English, but it's Portuguese speaking people who are starting to follow me from Portugal and from Brazil. And so a whole new audience is being developed, even though I'm not speaking in Portuguese. I might say a word or two, but because I'm here, they're interested in, and how would I know that I have a whole other marketplace who's interested in transformation work, right?
And
now
we got to end it now. But follow Declan on his socials. We'll put the links in the show notes, and we have to pick this up more, but we have to end it now. Also, episode 11, consciously choose your future audience based on your purpose and passion. We'll be right back after a short break.